It's crazy. It's like the government thinks they're the only ones that have a right to do anything, to be here, to anything. You know what I mean? That's what it seems to be like right now. So what does that tell you? And I knew as a person it was my responsibility to fucking say something, to do something. I had no idea all these people were going to backstab me, lie about me, do all this shit. I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did, but it really makes me I'm just like you guys. If I'm capable of loving this much, people just let go of the fucking hate. That's what it is. Just people are so full of hate. Hurt and hate. And there's so many lies being circulated because of one woman that I could just scream. I could just scream. I was so excited. I was excited. I could prove to the world that God was real. They already knew. They already knew. They knew what they were doing. They knew what's up. That's all they hate towards me my whole life. You would be bopping around, not a care in the world, thinking, oh. Each day they get stupider. And knowing a lot of it, I done myself. Ah. Oh. Oh, hey. I might have been wrong on the security guard. I might have been wrong on the security guard because I think I seen him get on a bus. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Shut up. Here, Heidi, stop. Stop. I could see if I was out here selling drugs, or out here drunk, I could see if I was causing a scene or, bothering people or, I don't. I lay here and listen to my Bible most of the time. Or watch camping videos of people scared in the woods and it says, did you see that? No, you never see nothing. It's your imaginations, you imaginary campers. I've been camping 1,000,000 times. Alone. But I love to watch it because people are so funny. If there's two people together and they start getting scared camping and it's just two girls, they're going to start fighting. They're going to start fighting. They get aggravated at one another. Just be quiet. Shut up. I do too. She's fucking something this morning. Because I stayed sitting up here. Let's get back out. I don't want to get back out. They got me depressed today. I feel like just, shit, leave me alone. The crackhead and crap. And I know when they're looking at me. I'm not a paranoid schizo. I've never been a paranoid schizo, and I never will be a paranoid schizo. But I know when somebody's trying to be, I don't know. Sitting over here going, and I don't care if you are a crackhead. I'll still talk to you. I don't give a shit what you do. That's your business. That's, between you and God. That's not my business. But I know one when I see one. And you got to admit, men, when you're strung out on that, you're not yourselves. You're a little bit out there. So you know what? I don't want one sitting there and roaming around my truck. You know what I mean, ladies? Okay. So Marilyn, that's what I'm saying. They don't care about my well-being. It's not nothing to do with my well-being. It's nothing to do with none of that. It's to do with God and their lies and their manipulation tactics. But it says, what's pathetic is, see, somebody's done it to them. That's what happened. You know, somebody done it to them, and then they done it to them, you know. And I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that with my kids. I got beat. I didn't beat my kids. And my kids wasn't, I don't know what happened. They done something as soon as, you know, but that's what that old witch does. That's what that old witch does, you know. That witchy witchy woman. Witchy woman. I wish the world had an automatic reboot. You know what I mean? Just start back from scratch. Give everybody another chance of remembering this day. You know what I mean? Never getting this bad again. Always, always, always love the children. You don't love the children, here's what happens. You got ungrateful and hateful fucking worthless ass adults. Do you understand? Because the crime against the children's been so bad, it's pathetic. But it's to break the ones that's the only reason why. It's not everyone, it's the chosen ones, the ones that they know, because they've been using these psychics and shit. Well, you know what the Bible says about that, don't you? Don't you? But it's worked all this time. Well, not this time. And I learned a little something. A little something. It's a good something. And it's hope for everyone, you know. So I think everybody should soften their heart a little bit and stop being so scared of God, because I'm telling you, God is love. God is no hate in him. God does not hate. That's what I'm saying. You know. And you know what? God loves us for our sins. Just see. We've all been so scared, so manipulated, so it has been cross-wired. Okay, it's been cross-wired. You know, it's just like when you're kids, you know. You go ask your dad if you can do something. No, get out of here. I'm you go talk to your mom, and your mom goes talks to your dad, then all of a sudden you get to go. You know what I'm saying? We all got good in us if we dig deep. And you can't hate the devil for doing his job, you know what I mean? you really can't. Because, I mean, that's what he was. I mean, it wasn't intended to be that way, I don't think. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I think it was because that's why we had the difference between, you know, free will. You know what I mean? But that's the last thing God wants anybody is to feel defeated. Like their sins are too much. You know what I mean? And that's what I was sitting here thinking of why would, what possibly could possess somebody to be so. That's why. Love can fix anything. Love, acceptance, and you know what? I mean, I'm so sick of that. I mean, I'm absolutely sick of these suit and tie wearing motherfuckers standing around smoking their cigars going, looking at me. And go fuck yourself. Hey, straight up. Thinking they're so fucking bad. I mean, it's just, it's fucked up. Like a bunch of fucking brats. I mean, seriously, I don't understand this. I don't understand why everybody's so butthurt and upset because mainly the things I'm trying to stand up against. I don't get it. But fuck, they've booted me out of everywhere I've ever lived. Anything I've ever had, they've took away from me. So you know what? It's no big surprise when people run me off. But it gets really old when you're really not trying to bother anybody, and you look around and you don't see anybody else being bothered. But you don't want them to be bothered, so, you know. I mean, I can remember bebopping up here the first time so excited. So excited. God, if I knew where a good cave was, I'd just go crawl inside a cave and just sit there. I really would. I'd eat my toenails to survive. I wouldn't give a shit. Just get me the fuck away from society if this is all that I mean to them. You know what I mean? This is all they fucking care about people. I don't want to be a part of society. I really don't. Because this is just really sad and sick. It don't even make sense. You know, a lot haven't done. We're supposed to pull together as people, because that's what makes us strong, and smarter than animals, That ain't how it's working. And I'm to the point, I don't care who likes this and I don't care who has a problem with it. I am to the point, I'd like to just start slapping heads off. Because I know what I'm saying is a fact and it's fucking stupid. Arrogant and stupid. And I see what they were trying to do, and it's like, man, really? You guys are still digging your hole. See why I got in trouble all the time? You want to know why I got whipped all the time? Always had something to say. Rambled on and on and on and on and on. They call me the Rambler. I ramble around and round and round and round. She rumbles from town to town. What is that song? Lord, fix it for me. Fix it for me. I can't sing it on tune, so I can't even sing it. La, na, 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 na. Instead of arguing and getting mad, what we need to do is all light a candle like the old Coke thing, all become united and realize, hey, we got one life, man. Stop the nonsense. Stop with the charades. Stop with the nonsense. Just come on, man. We'll do it ourselves. Throw our fucking uniforms away. Start, becoming people. Let's plow this ground. Let's fix this shit. Let's do this shit. But no! Fuck no. I think actually what it is a rollover. A rollover. And instead of pulling together, it's like they've really, it's really fucking, kind of cutting its nose off to spite its face. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, but that's, God's will be done, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I have such a big imagination, being alone so much. It helps you cipher shit. But I love people. Absolutely. They just tend to not love me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Because, even when they did, they always turned on me, and I don't understand. And I never understood that. I've never understood it. I kind of do, because one of my very good friends told me, my mom. I don't know. And all these government vehicles, they've spent so much money on themselves, their personal shit, driving around drinking their fucking whiskey. You can tell by looking at them. Makes you sick. Makes you fucking sick. Self-righteous. Self-righteous. And it blows your mind at the people who it is. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my, oh hell yeah, baby, put on that party dress. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Oh, what the hell? What the hellio? What the hellioso? I'm going to tell you something. I never had a moment. I barely had a break away from their humiliation. From their little humiliation rituals and all their bullshit that they put me through. My whole fucking life. My whole fucking life. Okay. See, I still got a smile. Might have a little bit of a crooked eye, but I still got a smile. Right? That is so true. I can't see your name. Nicholas, you are true. It's ridiculous. The rest area, there was pamphlets thrown out back. There's no telling what they spent to have it printed. You know what I'm saying? The pole lights are left on all damn day. Turn them off. Turn the lights off during the day. They don't need to be on during the day. It's a bunch of waste. There's all kinds of waste. All different sorts of waste. I know that. See, that's why I didn't want to add water, because it is getting colder. And then I sit down there by a grocery store, and I got enough and forgot all the fuck about the antifreeze. Went in and got my fat ass a salad. It was a damn good salad. And went back out and counted my money, and I had $8. So I went back in, and the antifreeze was $9.99. I'm like, ah. I should have went back down there and sit down, and got a few more dollars, but it's just... I don't like going there too much, because I don't like people thinking I'm trying to just... I don't know. I don't understand. Because that's the last thing I'm trying to do is... Like, just sit on my ass while everybody else supports me. No. I made a fucking big-ass move coming up here. No, Nicholas, I put in, I filled my tank up. And, I went and got something to eat. What else did I done something. Because I didn't get Heidi dog food. Some lady bought me Heidi dog food. I filled my, I went to the taco stand. I went to the taco stand. Gas, yeah. That's what it was. It was $47. That's what I'd ever spent on the gas. It's ridiculous. And it goes so fast in this. This track, though, I mean, considering how much I've drove it, because, I went all over the place. And I had some cool-ass videos. It was on TikTok, though, and they took all my TikToks down. But I still have the videos on my phone. Eat less tacos. I know it give me my jowls back. Filled my face back up. Right, Grace. I know I'm not alone. I mean, I know I have God with me. I know, and it's sad because I know these people are just good, but it's like, man, just fucking fess up to your shit. They don't know how. The lemon vape. Damn, Grace. Yeah, those unexpected expenses really fuck you over sometimes. Get help, please. It's painful to watch. Shut up. Shut up, lady. You don't even know what's going on. You have no idea what's going on. Don't act like you do. Don't act like you do. You don't know what's going on, so don't act like you do, lady. Get some help, please. It's sad to watch. You like Icy Peach? How can I give you $20? I have a PayPal. Yeah, how many people can help and no one does? I know. What's bad is this is so major and people don't comprehend it, which, it's God's way of, when it happens, they're going to realize, hey, this girl was telling the truth. And, because without God, I wouldn't have made it through it. I mean, that's what I wanted to prevent, was everybody else from getting so as sick as I did. Bad sick. Like the breath was being pulled out of me, like something was sucking my soul from me. It was really bad. Really bad feeling. And I didn't want anybody else to feel like that. I didn't want anybody else to feel like that. Thank you, Jade. I love you too. I don't have Zelle or Venmo or none of that. I don't know how to even add it. I don't have no room on my phone to add anything. You know what I mean? I don't have sufficient storage. I feel bad. I think maybe that dude was a fucking bus driver. I'm all spazzing about a fucking security guard. I think it was a fucking bus driver. See, I'll admit when I've done something. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. You don't even got to pry it out of me. I'll freely say it. I didn't have to tell you that. I didn't have to tell you that. I did not have to tell you the truth about the bus driver, maybe. That he may or may not have been a security guard. He may or may have been a bus driver. I may or may have not seen him get on a bus. And I about spit my fucking dentures out when I seen it happen. I'm like, you fucking spazzed out, bitch. Calm down. But it'll be a good little story to tell that little lady that works here about it. Because she was trying, oh, I know, I don't know. She's so quiet, so nice. I wish I could be like that. You know, you shouldn't, you know, but you should accept who you are. But if you only knew. It's not cool. You know, when people don't like, you know, and people lying to you, you know, all that shit, and it's just really, it's hard. Sit back and watch people you love hate you so bad. Because one lady in a shit spoon. You know, milk in America ain't even milk, man. Taste it. It tastes like fucking water. I love milk. I know what milk tastes like. Milk is thick. This ain't milk. We're drinking water, man. White water. I'm doing good. I mean, it's a little thicker than water, but not much. The honey is corn syrup. I know. It is. It don't got no taste, does it? It don't taste like milk. And milk, I love milk. I grew up on milk, man. I was a milk drinking fool. But then I couldn't eat. See, that was my problem. I'd get full on milk and not like to eat. So I was always that kid sitting at the table going, having to eat. Hello. Meow cat. You say it one more time and I'm gonna block you. You that stretched out, man? I mean, really? You gotta bother? Oh, Tangerine. Folks, donate to the local food bank in Tammy's name. Your donations will support many homeless. They have that today, but I don't like being talked to like that. I don't like, okay, I went there to get a free meal. I'm not going to be told, oh, your truck might get towed if you park there. It was the only spot to park. And there was 8 other cars parked over there. I'm not going to do that. These people are troublesome. Right. My grandpa had a dairy. My grandpa had a dairy. And, you know, I loved the milk. You know? And I know with the cream on top, it's way thicker. You know? But even strained milk, it's thick. It's not, and it has a taste, you can feel it seep into your bones taste. How can this milk be good for your bones when it's water? Everybody's bones are getting brittle because we're not even getting milk. There's so many diseases going around, and they wanted to try to snag this from somebody instead of doing the right fucking thing, warning the people and doing the right thing. And everything is going to shit, and they're too stupid to just warn the people. But the people's too stupid to fucking sit and listen to somebody with common sense. Straight up. They like to try to harass them. They do too. I am very real. If I pinch myself, this is not hard. But thank you, Paper Peak. I like your name, Paper Peak. I don't know what it's about, but it's got a little ring to it. That's what these motherfuckers do. They have pawns. They blame shit off on pawns that didn't really, are just under mind control of these people. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen it. And it's funny because you know what? It's just a shame. That's the fair thing about God, He sees it all. I know, I wish I could. She is so sweet and just really quiet, and you can tell she cooks good probably. I want some homemade cooking so bad. My expressions. I am a very expressive person. And my voice raises, and that's what pisses me off. They tell me don't raise my voice. Hey, motherfuckers, I can't help it. I don't have a volume button. I can't tell it to turn down. You got me mad, it's gonna raise. You know what I mean? When I get mad, my voice gets loud, and I can't help it. My dad was a preacher. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, a manipulator. Yes. Yes. I'm so disturbed. The people around here are super fucking nice. The people you run into around here are, you couldn't ask for better people. In all the stores, every one of the stores I go to, it's hey, hi, they're super stinking nice to me. Everybody but the welcome center worker, the workers, the cleaners are nice. But the grounds non-keeper. That's what I don't understand. But they should really listen to what I'm saying about that and maybe come and look at what I'm saying. This is what I don't understand. They don't even care enough to even look at what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's very serious fucking matters. Blows my mind. Blows it. And those, I have to say, those last two cops that came, they weren't bad at all. And I actually kind of felt sorry for them because they were innocent, coming and saying anything to me. I woke up like this. Don't wake me up. That's rude. That was mean. It was mean. And that fucking worker with his stack of papers, that was mean. Are you? Well, yeah, very much, very much. Once, there'll be a day you guys hear the full whole story and actually believe me. But, yes. And that's why I was so shocked. When all this happened and God led me back to the Bible, and it's like everything I'm saying is written in the Bible. That's why I really don't understand why the big problem. I don't understand, mainly like the religion, because people know this is a big tangled web. And instead of just stepping up and saying, we are so sorry, you're right, or wrong, like always, but, you're right, we're wrong, and let's make the world a better place. Let's just do this. Okay. No, it can't go that way. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And there's something wrong there. Something wrong. Because they've been told lies. They've been manipulated. And that's exactly what's happened. That's all. And that's because that's what an unloved person does, is they act out. And see, these people know that. So they've mind fucked these kids. Or they've done it themselves, and I don't think they've done it themselves. At all. But I know who's innocent and who ain't. They kept saying, we're trying to get this person to tell you the truth. No, maybe you were trying to get that person to lie. Did you ever think about that? Why they wouldn't tell the truth? Right, I know. I know. And these fucking stupid psychology classes and this eyeball thing they want to give people is fucking insane. Shit, I forgot to tell Nicholas I'm on the other side. I'm not on the same side. If he brings antifreeze, I'm on the opposite side. Right, Grace, that is true. That is true. And some of us can't stand an ego so bad that it's hard to step up and go against the grain because how people are, you know. But I'm a go against the grainer. I'm like a piece of sandpaper, people. I am sandpaper against the grain. I don't give a fuck. Seems like you met me before. You know what? I get that a lot. And it's like, no. Never been here before. It was funny. I went to, Cheyenne, Oklahoma, turkey hunting with my kids' dad. He had went the year before without me, you know. But they had went there and didn't leave me no phone numbers, no way to get a hold to nobody or nothing. Don't do that. No. I don't give a shit what you're doing. I'm not trying to be like that, but if something happens, I can get a hold of you. Well, I called that little town and I found their motel. There's like, damn, what she got? A tracking device in your ass? She sure does. In this motel, though, the tubs, I've never in my life have I ever seen tubs the size that was in this motel. They were the half the size of it, you know, like the normal tub. They were like half that size. Or 3/4 of the length. It wasn't a normal size tub. And they had killed turkeys. So they got them turkeys on ice in the tubs. And I'm like, my last meal, what was my last meal? A tuna sandwich. A tuna sandwich. I've never seen them. I don't know. And they were pink. I've never in my life seen a tub that size. I don't know. A last meal. I went to Golden Corral here a while back and sit down and ate like green beans, meatloaf, and it was good. Real good. That's what makes me look angry is just my eyebrows, people. And it's just eyebrows. Okay, hey, I'm on the south side. I'm on the south side. Yes, it was Pepto-Bismol pink. Exactly. It had to have been from the 70s. 60s. I'm from Oklahoma. Absolutely, I've been to Oklahoma. That's where them tubs was in Cheyenne, Oklahoma. You look Slavic. Well, I don't know what I am. Slavic. Slavic. And it's funny because, you know, I mean, a little bit of eye makeup on. I don't look so, you know. But a kid, one of my best friends ever, her little boy said, "Why do you put that black stuff on your eyes, Tammy? You look better with it off." He made up a song for me and sang it to me. I told Maria, I said, "I think he's got a small little boy crush on me." And Mina came over and I played this song for her. He come raring out of that bedroom, "I hate you. You're not my friend no more." That song was special for me, not for somebody else. I told you the kid had a crush on me. Oh, it was so sweet. Little cutie. He was mad at me. It's the second time he got mad at me. Another time he was over at my house and I had one of those great big, it was a big screen TV. And I had one of those Scentsy things sitting on top of it, a ceramic one. He's over there dicking with the DVD player and that Scentsy thing fell off on his head. But I was just coming around the corner when it happened and he looked around like, who hit me? And I started laughing because it had happened to me 2 days before. And I thought somebody had hit me with something. And he had that same expression. He thought I was laughing because he got hit. Oh, he hated me. He wanted to go home. Oh, would you stop? Eufaula, Oklahoma. I was from Wyandotte. Eufaula's not far from Wyandotte. It's kind of like over by Veneta. Is Eufaula over by Veneta, ain't it? I think so. I gotta get off here and plug my phone in. I'm gonna take her outside. Right. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna take her outside. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll be back in just a minute.